Up next, the hours leading up to a TNT Monster Truck race are tiring, trying times for the superstars of monster truck racing. The superstars of monster truck racing call it the long haul. The driving from coast to coast to compete at 40 to 45 events every year on the TNT Monster Truck Challenge. In addition to the endless miles, there's the constant loading and unloading of the monster truck and its tires, and the never-ending maintenance on the engines and the suspensions. Life on the road is not easy, and it's different for every one of our superstars. The rather well-to-do USA 1 team travels in style with a comfortable hauler that encloses that expensive monster truck. But Jesse Berge relies on a more bumpy ride that fails to protect his plane for keeps. And some monster truck teams consist of wife and children, like the Nightlife team that is led by Dave Wysorek. Living in Nebraska, the Wysoreks will probably travel further than any other drivers in the course of the year as Dave continues to chase the World Championship on the TNT Monster Truck Challenge driving that Nightlife. Now, the Wysoreks do it because, yes, it's their living, but they also love it. And it is something that they can do as a family. Still, you know it's got to be tough on the Wysoreks, with two youngsters up and down the roads of this great country, day in and day out. On the other hand, some of the superstars travel alone. Gary Porter is one of the most popular drivers in the world, but for many days out of the year, he's all alone on the road. We spent a day on the road with Gary Porter in the state of New York. The road is tough, particularly on the New York Mini Series. 10 races, 16 days. And not only do you drive monster trucks, but you maintain your equipment. You're up the road, you're down the road, you're sleeping in strange motels, you may be sleeping back in the trailer, you're eating irregularly. It's tough on the road to maintain a top monster truck team. Here's how Gary Porter lives it.
What I like best about traveling, the TNT Monster Truck Circuit is seeing the country, going to the shows and from the shows, and then sometimes when I have time after the shows, doing the sightseeing, in different cities and meeting the different type of people and just traveling up and down the interstate. A lot of times the kids will come by and be waving and acknowledge to you that, you're the fans and everything, and it really makes traveling a whole lot easier. I do 95% of the work on the truck back at the shop by myself, and then I do 99% of the shows by myself. And it's really hard at times because I'll be working sometimes 12 and 14 hours on the truck before I have it ready to leave, and then I'll have to drive maybe 800 to 1,000 miles to a show, and it really gets tiresome sometimes. So I have to do all the driving, and most of the times I'll travel 400 to 500 miles, stop and sleep a few hours, and then get up and go again. And it can really be hard sometimes trying to do everything by myself to cut expenses so I can spend money on the truck to try to stay competitive.
Part of winning a national points title is being able to survive these grueling road trips and still come out on top. And once you've made it to the event, there's no rest for the weary. Just ask a monster truck crew. Perhaps the toughest job of all is unloading those massive monster truck tires, wrestling them to the ground. These tires can weigh nearly 1,000 pounds apiece, so it's important to avoid getting squashed. Now, jacking up the weighty monster trucks, then struggling to line up the tires just right. Some trucks have other responsibilities that require loading and unloading several times. In Louisville, Gravedigger is on display at Bob Hook Chevrolet, the local sponsor for the event. All in all, traveling to and preparing trucks for the TNT Monster Truck Challenge is a long haul. Once the Gravedigger gets reloaded, the crew must negotiate around streetlights, low-hanging wires and bridges to find their way back to Freedom Hall without taking those big tires off. Now, you know why monster trucks are transported with the smaller tires. Many of the superstars of monster truck racing believe that the most dangerous part of their job, actually racing the monster trucks, is the easiest part. After seeing all the work they do, I think you'll agree.